So I am back for day 2 of the Algae Highline build at... Oh, it's gone. There's a sign. Maidenhead Aquatics Taunton. We are going to be planting it up today, hopefully. I don't think we'll get fish in today, but we'll definitely get some water in. So it's probably not changed much since you last saw it. Yep, so nothing has changed. The scape is looking cool. We just need to get some plants in here. We were talking about crypts in here and Amazon swords and all sorts of bits and pieces. So let's go find Martin and... well, it's probably going to be a lot of plant prep today. We've got a trolley. We have a trolley, the old faithful. The old faithful. We've got a nice little tray, and we've got a tub. Nice. So we'll grab some plants out. We'll stick them on the tray. We'll then unpot them, chuck the empty pots in the tub, so it's all nice and clean and tidy. Lovely. Plants on the tray. Down from there. Into there. I haven't said hi to you yet. Okay. Oh. Hello, Martin. Morning. You all right? How you doing?
Tired. I moved house yesterday.
Yeah, I was going to say, that's why we didn't do this last week and yesterday, because you were getting ready to move house. So, yeah, we've had a nice catch-up, so we're all good. We've done the 2 hours of catch-up. We're now going to do some actual work. Where have you stored our plants?
Ooh. I've moved them down into our sump. We might, looks like from the looks of that one, we might need to take some back off the system because he looks a little bit bitey.
Yeah.
Possibly from the gold bristlenose.
Oh yeah, there's some gold bristlenose.
So we'll find some different swords to replace those guys. But the wavy swords look good, the spectres look good, the Tamagiton looks really good. I did check. It's fine to go to the warmer temperature.
Okay, good.
We've got some Ballast Nana, we've got some nice crypts, we've got some, I think it's Ludwigia Peruviana.
Stunning.
And then we'll upset Owen and we'll pull the crypt out of his display tank because that might spur him on to stripping it down.
That'll be good. We'll go and grab that in a minute.
Yeah.
Cool.
Let's just split them. So you can split them, stick them in there, stick them in proper piles.
Species piles.
Species piles.
Yep.
And then we know where everyone is.
Yep.
And then away we go.
Done. All the plants are sorted.
They are sorted, they are out of the pots, they are bunched up into what they are. They're going in there.
Done. And I could just do a click and we're done. No, let's do some planting.
Let's do a montage. 80s music.
Oh, montage. Nice.
What song do we want?
I probably can't afford it. The copyright to it. Do you want some 80s music over this bit?
I can think of the song, I can't think what it is.
I'll see what Epidemic Sounds have got.
Yep.
I'll put some 80s on it.
This is the Echinodora spectrum.
That was so close to your face, I loved it.
So out of focus.
Yeah, it was just a blurry eyeball.
Oh, that would look beautiful.
Lovely.
It would certainly add some colour.
Yeah.
And you could put a LED spotlight on the inside of it to improve the colour further.
That would be just bliss.
How many have we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think if I do a trio up in here,
Nice.
up behind the log, because that will then fill out that gap. The Ptamagethon can grow up behind it. The Spectra will grow up that side of it.
Or it'll all melt.
Or it will all melt. We'll find out.
Oh,
Apparently there's a hole there.
that is the best water feature ever. The way that it comes out that little spout at the bottom.
It's landing on that stone, which is actually dispersing it relatively well as well.
Quite good. We are full. Doesn't look too bad. Wood hasn't floated. Plants haven't
Just ignore
floated.
me drying my drips.
You could get a towel.
I could get... The towel's all the way over there.
So, yeah, okay, so the wood didn't float, as you said. I was a bit worried about it. Are we ready? What are we ready for? Filters?
Yeah, filter.
Or filter.
Filter.
Ta-da!
I haven't adjusted the heater yet either. We're doing Discus, so we're at 28. 28 degrees C.
Nice. We've just realised, well, Martin's just realised, not we. Martin just realised that actually pressing the priming button.
Using a good understanding of physics, in the process of filling the aquarium,
Yeah.
because the intake strainer is inside the aquarium, as you fill it with water, the water automatically goes down and fills
Yep.
the filter for you.
So you don't
So
need...
when you then finish, you can just give the primer one good push to make sure that there's no air left in there,
And we're done.
and then in theory you can turn them on.
Okay. So yeah, I didn't really think about that, but yeah, because it is drilled. I can't even see the... Oh, there it is. So yeah, because you can see the intake strainer there.
I might need to take a little bit of water out though.
Oh yeah, because we filled it up with the thought that it was going to drain some into the A50.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's fine. So we are done.
You full of water?
It's done. It's finished. What are we now? We're Thursday? Friday.
No, Friday.
So then next week I'll come back.
Yep.
And we'll just get some fish in it.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. We're going to leave it to settle.
Yep.
You're going to put some mature media in there anyway.
Yep. And then we'll dose it up with some chemicals to get some
yeah.
other good stuff growing.
Dechlorinators, bacterial boosters. But it's looking good, actually. Look, I can
Ignore the little bits. We're not 100% sure where
Yeah,
they come
we're
from,
gonna
but
catch these little
I'm going
bits
to
out.
catch them out with a little net.
I reckon it might have come off the hose pipe.
It could have been.
Maybe. But yeah, all the plants are looking good. Just got to wait for them to grow now, look.
Yeah.
Bloodwigia and
There's a Vallis Nana, Crypt Mohimali, Crypt Belusa.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So then next week.
Sounds good to me.
Cool. We are back for the first fish into Martin's. I'm going to start calling it Martin's Awazi Highline 400 because, well, it's been his vision, his design, and he is picking out the first group of fish today. We'll probably do a group of fish this week, I think, and then leave it a couple of weeks and then get, well, the ultimate fish that Martin wants in there, which is Discus. So I think he's serving at the moment, but let's go and look at the tank and see how it's doing. So it is looking really clear. Like, to be fair, it's obviously got that big Awazi canister on it, so it would be tricky for it to be cloudy, to be fair. But none of the plants look like they've melted. All the crypts are still doing okay. The Amazon sword, that Potamogeton that I was a little bit worried about, seems to be greening up and doing all right. So yeah, I'm impressed. We've not lost any plants, I don't think. The only thing I would say is that yellow leaf there. That one yellow crypt leaf is really annoying. Look, it just stands out. That's very irritating. We'll clip that one off in a minute. I think there's a bit of biofilm on the glass, which is obviously to be expected. Yeah, you can see a little bit of hazing and a little bit of misting there, which we'll clean off. But yeah, it is looking ready for fish. Obviously, I'm expecting Martin has put some mature media in, but we'll wait for him to finish with the customer, and then we'll have a chat about what fish we're going to do. Snail. Martin's just been moaning about a snail. I've said snails are friends. Where is he?
He's here, look.
Oh yeah, he's a baby
baby ramsor.
There's no way I will focus on that.
I've left a fingerprint on the glass.
Oh, Martin. I was just discussing everything hasn't melted, which is a bit of a winner.
Yep, we've got one leaf there that's irritating.
I literally just said to them, I was like, this yellow leaf stands out like a sore thumb. That needs to come out.
And then there's a couple of leaves off the Ludwigia as well. There's one that's clinging for dear life on the sunset leaf up there. And there's a couple hanging up around the spray bar. So we'll grab them out and then we're good to go.
Yeah, it's not melted. We've not lost many, if any, of the plants, to be honest.
No, it's looking...
Don't say anything.
It's looking great.
I think we'll give it a wipe down as well, because there's a bit of biofilm on the glass. But once we do that, biofilm, I don't think there's even the Ludwigia.
There's new growth on it.
Yeah, it's good. Okay, well we'll give it a clean. I'll go find a sponge. You clip out that stupid yellow leaf
and grab out the dead ones.
And grab out the dead ones at the top.
And then we're good.
Cool. Okay, I'll go find a sponge.
Get on the counter.
Okay. Right, we've trimmed off those leaves that were annoying us. We have got rid of the floating leaves from the Ludwigia, and I gave it an algae wipe. So now the biofilm that was growing on the tank is all gone. There is obviously a little bit of tannins in there from this bogwood, but that is not the end of the world because, well, Discus and the rummy noses and the rams that are going in it will like a little bit of tannin in the water. So Martin has started to catch some fish. So let's go and see what he is catching.
That was really awful. I didn't like that. I'll be totally honest. I'm catching the stuff that I don't want in there first because there's some cherry spot resporers that have jumped into my rummy nose tank.
Oh,
so I'm trying to get rid of them first.
Would be very.
So they're just as well.
I want that one, Martin.
Blitz everything.
That one. That one is there.
Hey, well done. And the rummy nose in there as well.
You're a professional at this.
Oh, no, it's almost like I've done it for quite a few years, you know. Yep, that's the right one.
No good.
Right.
Cheryl felt her yogurt coming off. So Martin has got all of the rummy noses.
All the rummy noses from that tank. Don't ask me how many there were because I lost count. A lot.
A lot of rummy noses.
I'm going to go about 80.
Nice, okay. And now we need cories and rams?
Skunk cories, which are over on the Discus system.
Winner.
And the rams that are over on the live bags.
Sweet. Skunk cories. How many of these we're going for?
I was going to go 10.
Nice.
Yeah, we'll do 5 in each bag just to piece them out a little bit. What have you just...
Mini orcas.
Yeah, my baby orcas.
Look at them.
Also known as ninja woodcats, which I wasn't aware of that second combination.
Sorry, I'll show you. Ninja woodcat. They are amazing.
They're bonkers.
But you'd never see them again.
Nope.
You'd put them into that bogwood tank and they would hit that wood and that'd be the end of it. You'd never see them again.
I was going to say, the only time we ever see them move is when catfish pellets hit the bottom and then they go absolutely crazy for 5-10 minutes whilst they're gobbling. And then they go and sit in the corner again.
Oh, they're so lovely. Anyway, skunk cories. I love skunks. Not real skunks.
Sam would like a skunk.
Yeah.
I don't like the smell of a skunk.
What are these called? Oh, there's still Corydorus on your label. What are they called now? Do you know? Osteogaster, or what group have they been put in?
I'll be totally honest, I have not given it the time of day to actually learn what anything has changed to.
No.
I look, if a customer asks me for a specific species, and I can't remember what it looks like, then I have a look at it on Google and it goes, oh, there's not a Corydorus anymore, it's now a Hopliosoma.
Yeah.
But the issue is, every time I see Hopliosoma, all it reminds me of is the
wolffish.
Yeah, whatever it is. Yeah, wolffish, not wolfcat.
Yeah, that's Hopliosoma something, isn't it? Or something similar. Anyway, let's Corydorus chat. We've got them in. Right then, just rams to go for today. We are ready for release.
Yeah, we'll do all the rummies first.
Nice.
Because then they can just disappear into the ether, and then we'll never see them again.
So that is the fish in. I was struggling to think what to say then. So there's a fish.
It's been a long day.
It's been a long weekend. That's what it's been. I'm going home to bed after we've filmed this little bit. McDonald's and then bed. If Katie's watching this, I'm not going for McDonald's. But rummy noses, skunk cories, and rams. There they are.
Hiding down in the corner.
So they're all in. So now we're going to leave it. I'm on holiday, so
Yep.
2 weeks.
Give it a couple of weeks. Yep.
And then I'll come back, and then we'll get discus, maybe some suckermouth catfish.
Yep.
Maybe some
That
other
might be
bits.
it.
Yeah, maybe. We'll have a look.
Maybe, yeah.
You might have had some interesting deliveries by then.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Right, see you in 2 weeks, which will be
Soon.
2 seconds for you. We are
You still have
back.
your sunglasses on your head.
I do. I don't know how we finished the last video. It's been like, how long has it been, Martin?
Just coming up 2 weeks, I think.
Yeah, I think so. 2 weeks. That's a long time in my book.
Yep.
The tank, I'll show you in a minute. We've got a little bit of algae to do today, but it's looking good. There's one annoying leaf that I'll show you that's made me giggle, but we are back for final round. What we're putting in tall leaf over there.
I was going to call it Ali.
It is Ali leaf.
It's our friend Ali.
It's our good friend Ali, who's like 9'3".
Not quite that.
No,
Probably what 6'10", something like that.
that. He's a big lad.
Yeah.
But today we are putting in what?
We're doing discus.
Nice.
And then we're doing some algae-eating catfish.
Nice.
And maybe another species of algae-eating catfish. We'll see how we feel.
Exciting stuff. Right, I'll spin you around and I'll show you the tank. So Martin hasn't cleaned it to give us an authentic view of how this tank is doing.
I thought you might want a bit of B-roll.
Oh yeah.
What are you doing?
That's it. So there's only a touch of little sort of brown algae, but there's no algae eaters in this. So for that, it's doing really good actually.
Yep.
Crypts haven't melted, which is a
they've done
bonus.
insane.
And all of these.
Yeah, so if you look ever slightly to the right, you'll notice that Owen's tank has been stripped out.
I think I videoed that one last time I was in
I think
here.
you did,
so.
yeah. It's just endless battle of hair algae, which was just from the dragonstone that was in there.
I hate
too much stuff in
dragonstone.
amongst it.
I have just fixed my dragonstone tank at home and got rid of my hair algae, so I'm quite happy with that. So Owen stripped it down Monday. We soaked some of the crypt and the Bucephalandra in a nice liquid carbon solution. Okay, cool.
Left it soaking overnight to kill it off, and like you can see the little bit of black brush that's left on that bit of Buce. Like it's got that whitish grey tinge to it, so it's definitely done something, and hopefully it doesn't come back.
I was going to say, you better not have just infected this tank. This is my last day filming here today, so I don't mind now. If it's
our problem now.
Yeah, if it's a hair algae mess, the next time that you come in it, it's because Martin has put these plants in there. You can all blame Martin.
Yep.
But everything else is looking cool, isn't it?
Yeah, and the only other bit of remedial action we needed to take was the Ludwigia that we planted in the middle there. It just fell apart. So I've replaced it with, it used to be Eustralis, but it's now Pagostum and Stellatus.
Nice, that's looking good.
And it's already got like half an inch of new growth on it. So
Yeah, it's looking cool, isn't it?
Yeah.
And obviously the new leaves, you can see the sort of Marty back there has got a few dodgy leaves on it, but the new leaves that are coming through are all
lush green
perfect.
colour.
Oh, and this is the leaf that was annoying me. What does he think he's doing? Like, one leaf has gone, I don't want to be in this tank, I want to grow outside the
he
tank.
wants to touch the sun.
Yeah, so, yeah, okay, cool. It's looking all good. And that,
Yep.
what was this? A
That was,
Podageton thing?
that was Ptamageton
That's it.
Gaye.
So that hasn't
all of
died
that,
either.
like coppery coloured leaf is all the new growth.
Yeah, that's
really cool.
orangey. Okay, cool.
And you can kind of see why our alley plant has done what it has.
Oh, look.
Because look at the roots coming down through the soil.
Yeah,
It's epic.
Yeah, he is like, I'm going to go find something to eat and I'm going to grow one really tall leaf.
Nutrient.
Okay, cool. Well, let's go and have a look at what... Oh, hang on. Should we clean it first? Yeah.
Ooh, either that or you could go have a look at the fish.
Yeah.
You could clean it whilst I catch the fish out, and then we can.
Hang on a minute.
Well, I'll make use of it.
I didn't come here to clean tanks. I used to do that. No, okay, that sounds good. We'll go look at the
Then
fish.
I can get them in a bucket.
Yeah.
I was thinking we'll drip acclimatise them.
That's a good idea.
It saves putting them in bags and
Yeah.
Discus being Discus, they'll puncture all the bags and.
Yeah, we don't need that.
And then we can drip acclimatise them. And then
Okay.
we can just net them up from the bucket up into the tank. It acts as a little water change at the same time.
Winner, let's go and have a look at the fish then. So, Discus.
Discus. Ignore a couple of the tanks because we had a delivery of them this week, so they're doing what Discus tend to do when they first come in. They
Yeah.
look a bit sulky,
Yep.
and they get a little bit of white growth come through on a couple of the fins. So
It's just their mucus, isn't it? Where they're sort of
it's just where they're
protecting
starting to
themselves.
adapt to the water quality.
Yeah.
So we're going snakeskins. We've
Okay.
got the little boys in this tank here,
With this one that I don't think looks very
I don't like
skinny,
him.
but that's
and
fine.
then we've got the bigger guys in here.
Ooh.
Now, I think last time we spoke, we said we were going to do a group of 8.
Yeah.
I kind of want to do a group of 10.
Okay.
And then what I was going to say is we'll take the 4 nicest out of here.
Yeah.
And then we'll take 6 out of that group.
Yep.
Will give us a slightly smaller group going inside a bigger group.
Yep.
We'll let them grow up alongside each other. A nice big group of 10 in that sort of size tank. They're not going to kick the hell out of each other.
Yeah, they're going to keep
there's plenty of
themselves
space to be able to escape from each other.
Lush.
Should be fairly tidy.
I think that's a good. Do you know what? That blue one is a nightmare as well, isn't he?
Yep.
He is like, he's got anger issues. It's because he looks different to everyone else.
Yep.
He's like, I am boss. Anyway,
I don't think he's a snakeskin. He
No,
looks a
I
bit
think
more like a
he's-
cobalt.
he does look cobalt cross snakeskin, doesn't he?
Yeah.
But then I guess, you know, everyone's different. Maybe
Yep.
that's just his colour rendition.
Maybe. So that's the Discus that we're going to
Okay.
do.
Yep.
Algae eating catfish. So the original discussion was going to be a species of bristlenose,
Yep.
which the one we were going to use was these guys in here,
Okay.
which is the 519 Kiefnerais, the Rio Itiner's.
Oh, yeah. The
Because
big
they are-
honeycomb spotted dudes.
Epic.
Yeah, they are nice.
However,
aren't
I don't want them to go in there and just shred the leaves on the Amazon swords.
they? Yeah, they would.
So I'm going to save them for the Flugel Sienna.
Nice.
So they'll go into a nice little black water
Okay.
paludarium-y thing that
Yeah,
we're going
that,
to do there.
that's probably a good shout.
So instead, we're going to
not
go
going-
back to what I absolutely love.
Is it more whiptails, Martin?
It is more whiptails. Of course it's going to be whiptails. These chaps in here, which
Oh, look at
are
them.
Sterosoma or Sterosomicvis, I can't remember which way around it is these days, but they are Nigrorostrum. So they're the ones that come out really dark, like really, really dark band down the side, but they get the gold highlight down each edge of the scale.
Lush.
So I think we'll have a little group of them in there instead.
Yeah, and they're not a true algae eater, are they? But they'll do a
Oh
little
no,
bit.
they're not a true algae eater. Like they won't eat the really tough stuff, but
Yeah.
the diatom stuff and
Yeah,
the
exactly.
little bit like cyanobacter that we've got in there, they'll work their way through all of that sort of stuff. They'll keep that
Smart.
turned over, and
Okay.
it's a little piece of me in
a
that little tank.
In that tank. You've done the whole scape. As from the start of this, I've said that's the thing with fish keeping. Actually, hang on, that is the thing. Working in shops like this, the best fun is setting up the aquariums.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
what you look forward to. And that's why I said from day one of doing this tank, you need to pick what you want in there, do what you want, because this is your tank and you have fun with it.
Yep.
So, right, okay, anyway, whiptails, on to the next thing. Baby orcas. No. What's next?
It was whether we were going to put something else in there. But
Ooh.
I don't know, another type of algae eater, but I don't know what.
Ooh.
Because it would probably have to end up being a bristlenose.
Yeah, and I am worried about those Amazon swords just looking
Yeah.
like Swiss cheese
Yeah.
the next time.
No, we'll leave it. We'll just stick with the whiptails.
Should we just put something big in? Something like green phantom
There's a green phantom in the middle tank, but
or a blue phantom?
what have I got over on that system?
Hang on, let's go over that side. All right, we're going to go for a wander and have a look. I'll turn the camera off and we'll have a discussion off camera and we can surprise them. Right, so after much deliberation, I don't know if
it didn't take that long. It was about 5 minutes, if that.
Yeah.
We're going for a nice little group of leopard frogs.
Look at that.
These little boys down in here. They'll have that really nice, like, khaki green base coloration, that really nice yellow banding going through it.
Yeah, they're going to look cool.
Yeah. I think like a little group of 4 of them in there. 4 whiptails and a group of discus.
Lush.
Job done.
Okay. Right. Cleaning, catching.
You go clean, I'll go catch. All right, I'll grab some drip lines, and then we'll go from there.
Sweet. So we are ready?
I think we're ready. Yeah, we've double volume in our bucket with our drip line.
Hello, boys.
All the discus look quite happy, the whiptails look quite happy. The leopard frogs didn't go in the bucket because they were on a different system.
Yeah,
so
they were in
are
different water, weren't they?
in le bag.
Cool. Didn't know you
So-
were French.
Sometimes. Sometimes.
Lush. Le leopard frog.
Le leopard frog.
That's probably, I probably shouldn't put that in, but anyway. Right, okay, so what are we doing? Are we doing leopard frogs first and then
Yeah,
the
we
rest?
may as well because that'll make it nice and easy. We'll
They
take
only
the drip
came
line out.
from literally
Over there.
There.
That corner.
There. Not very far.
I mean, originally they travelled quite a distance to get to us. But
Yes. But now they haven't. Anyway, let's get them in. So the leopard frogs are in, and that one's just gone under that wood. Oh no,
There's one
it's coming
up.
up.
I was going to say, he's shooting around the side.
Look at that.
He's disappeared. He's gone.
They are all.
He's gone.
There's one in the back of the plants that you might be able to see under there. Yeah, they're gone. That's it now.
Yep,
You won't
never,
see them
never
again.
seeing them again.
Brilliant. Okay,
That
next
was
bit
great.
that hopefully we'll see a little bit more of.
Yeah. Endo.
Finito. I think I've recorded all of that.
That's right then.
So we are done with the Algae Highline 400.
Yep.
I'm fairly happy with how that came out. I think it's
I'm
cool.
quite happy with
I say it. It's your tank. It's
It is,
your
yeah.
one
Yeah.
that you're going to be not living with necessarily. But
No, I don't live here in the
we
shop.
do all.
We have discussed
we,
living
yeah,
in
we
the shop,
did, didn't we?
No, not doing that.
Yeah, it's looking cool, and I think
Yeah.
it's only going to get better with the discus coming out and
Oh, yeah.
swimming and
Yeah, discus coming out and swimming, them growing, all the other fish growing in alongside them, the plex and the whiptails coming out and grazing off some of that algae
and even
for
those
us.
rams. Actually, once they get a bit bigger, they're
Yeah.
going to look super cool. I
Yeah,
think
and all the plants growing in.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
going to be the kicker.
Yeah, to be fair, because like the what is that now? That's Pagostemon, isn't it?
It is big estimate now. Yeah.
And then you've got the Potamagita.
Tamagita on up there. I mean, you look at what the sunset has done, and like that's a brand spanking new leaf. That's a new leaf. That's a new leaf. That's a new leaf. Our alley leaf, which is a new leaf.
And
it's-
we have got like the most blinding skylight
Yep.
that hits this tank. So it is a bit of a problem. You might have to put some ottos in here at some point or something
Potentially, yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
But no, I think it's cool.
Yeah.
I love how it's
I like
put out.
the coloration on those snake skins. They look totally different to what they do on the system already.
Yeah.
And whether that's a combination of the lighting that's from this, the sunlight pouring through that skylight, or just being off the system and into a display tank. It could be a combination of all three.
Yeah. To be fair, these lights, I've
Are
got these
insane.
on my style line with my barbs and my rainbows and things, and they are great lights, even though they're like standard lights, as
Yeah.
it were. The Awazi, I can't even remember what they're called. Classic, I think they're called, aren't they?
Yeah,
Classic
Highline,
LEDs.
Highline Classic LED. Yeah.
They're so good. But my 600 has got the new motion LEDs, I think they're called. I will have to check that name because they are brand new and I think they hit my doorstep like 3 days ago. So yeah, I've got to check them out. I think they're going to be really cool. Now I've just got to decide what to do with mine. And mine's a little bit bigger than this.
Yeah. 8 inches on the end.
What do I do? I want Discus now.
I still think your idea of a big mixed community,
I think so.
like a dozen of a few different species of tetra, and then something else like the keyholes that you got growing
Keyholes
alongside
in
them.
there. I do need some bigger fish, maybe some rainbows and some barbs.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, cool. Well, I think we're going to leave it there. We're going to probably just stand in front of this and watch it for the next hour, have some lunch, and then I suppose the best
Then
idea
fall
this
asleep.
video, isn't it? Oh, fall asleep would be nice, especially with the sun. Anyway, see you in the next one. Ciao.